Hello, and in the Shropshire Kitchen Garden today we're talking about birds, how we can protect the crops from bird damage. Now, if you've watched any of my earlier videos, there's a constant backdrop of bird song. It's just beautiful, and we want to preserve that. So I've got lots of other spots in the garden, which create, there's a bit of woodland, bushes and shrubs, beautiful nesting spots. We want to protect that. But in the kitchen garden we do get problems from some types of birds. The main ones here: pigeons, sparrows and blackbirds, thrushes. The pigeons are here early spring. They eat a lot of the cabbage leaves, broccoli, and later on in the year they'll perch on top of the plants and cause damage that way. Sparrows, they'll go for the seedlings. They love spinach, lettuce, particularly beetroot. Just as they're coming up as small little leaves. Later on they're not so much of a problem. And with blackbirds and thrushes, they love going for things like the strawberries and the blackberries and the blackcurrants. So we'll talk about how we protect from them. The strawberries, we have a particular problem with blackbirds. As these strawberries start ripening, you can see we're just beginning to get the first ones coming up here. As they begin to ripen, I will cover this whole bed. But I've got to be careful because I don't want to do this too early. It's really important that we get all of the pollinating insects going across this on the flowers to maximise the crop. So as the first strawberries start ripening, I'll cover the whole bed, and I may lose a few, but at least I'll get the main crop. I want to put over the bed, these are some old lengths of water pipe, anything to lift the netting off the plant. You can get this very cheap plastic netting. It's got about a centimetre grid. That'll last a couple of seasons. Or you can get something a little bit more robust, similar sort of size, maybe a slightly bigger netting size. But that should last years. And I'm going to put that over the hoops in a week or two's time. I'll also use this to go over the blackberries. I'll show you that now. So over the blackberries, these are just beginning to fruit now. They're covered, we've got a bee there, there's all sorts of insects over this pollinating them. And then as they begin ripening, what I would do is I would just literally just rest that netting over the top of them, and that will cover over the plant. Dramatically reduce. I don't mind losing a few of them, a bit of the harvest to the creatures, but I want most of it for me. With the cabbage family, the Brassicas, and these ones under here, these are purple sprouting broccoli. Pigeons will go for these. From when they're very small plants, they'll start nibbling away at the leaves. But also as the plants grow bigger. So what I've done here is I've covered them with netting. That keeps the pigeons off, but it also has the added advantage, it keeps away cabbage white butterfly and caterpillars that will just destroy these crops. As we get later on in the year, October kind of time, I'll take the netting off because the cabbage white will have finished by then. And that means I can start getting to the harvest. So to protect seedlings, what I often use, this is a wire mesh. You can get them in sheets, different grades. They're not too expensive. The great thing is you can just bend these to shape. And I put those over the seedlings as they're coming up. Now underneath here you've got beetroot. Sparrows particularly love the beetroot. You'll also see in this row, these aren't actually beetroot, this is spinach. A lot of them, it wasn't that they didn't come up, as they came up they were nibbled by sparrows, so I've had to replant some more seedlings there. I'm going to cover these over to protect them as well. The other thing, this soil here is very, very dry. The sparrows love having mud bombs baths, dust baths in it. So one of the ways you can help yourself with birds, put in a little bird, put a water in, sparrows will spend all their time with that. Being a kitchen gardener is about being at one with nature. So we really do not want to be getting rid of any wildlife. This was much more a question of keeping them off the bits where they're going to cause more damage, but providing homes for them in other parts of the garden. I'm a really strong believer in that. I hope that's given you some ideas on how you can protect particular crops, particular times of year from bird damage, maximise harvest. If you've enjoyed that, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.